In this episode, we turned into 7-year-olds. We created a web app that kids and parents can use to create custom storybooks based on themselves. This was another really fun idea from ideabrowser.com. And in this video, you'll get to see how we scanned through a bunch of ideas and validated them and finally picked this one. 2, how we used a team of AI agents to build this app with over 6,000 lines of code. And 3, you can see us play with the app ourselves and how you can get the code from GitHub and modify it any way you want. This was a really fun one and you do not want to miss it. What are we going to build today, Labib?
Same thing we do every day.
Try and take over the world. Okay. For this episode, we're again back on ideabrowser.com. But what I've done is, to save us time, I've narrowed down a few ideas that we can look through. Sponsorship back office for creators running 15 brand deals. What do you think?
I could definitely see a huge value in the influencer community. Let's keep going to the next one, but that's a cool one.
Cart to CRM pipeline for founders who forget to follow up.
That's a cool one. We can keep that in our head as well.
Keep that too. This one is fun. Gamified posture tracking app for phone addicted Gen Z. Gen Z tracks steps, sleep score, screen time, and heart rate. Neck health is in one metric getting worse fastest, and nobody measures it. Down crane uses phone tilt sensors to track neck angle, daily neck 8 score.
That's funny.
A 22-year-old opens the app after work and sees a neck 8 score of 34. But I'm like thinking, like, how does it, like, I could be holding it like this and like this, and
that's true. Yeah. I mean, that's still a good neck score.
Dollhouse blueprint generated that starts from real rooms. Okay. Dollhouse kits sell a fixed vision. The room comes pre-designed, the furniture pre-selected, and the results look like every other built from the same box.
Yeah. That's a cool one.
Yeah, but you have to build a product database first. So like we'll have to like basically scrape IKEA or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. AI lookbook studio for indie fashion brands. Oh, this one's really fun. Drawing to toy service for parents and grandparents. AI part parking ticket appeal generator.
So yeah, the idea here is like it's going to estimate, given the airport, how long the wait is. One aspect of it is a crowdsourced check-ins, which is really risky because it's like you're depending on users to kind of like report it. And unless the app has a lot of traction, you're not going to really get that.
Or like you'll need to partner up with the airport and then like maybe give the AI access to the cameras at all times, which reads like how many people are. It's a complex build.
The other option is to like basically like mine flight data to see how many flights are going out at what time and then like estimate.
A predictable AI storybook generators for kids who want to be a hero. Ooh.
Let's take a look at that one.
The idea is a storybook where the child is the hero. Parents buy millions of them every year. The product never lives up to the premise. The same templates run with the soft generic illustrations that look nothing like a kid. Adventures of builds stories around the kid, who the kid actually is. Parents upload to receive photos and answer 5 questions: age, interest, favorite things. Fears to avoid, reading level. A dinosaur obsessed 5-year-old gets a prehistoric rescue mission. A space-loving 7-year-old explores a planet that looks like their backyard. The AI generates narrative and illustrations shaped by those inputs. Every book feels like it was written for one child, and it was. The photo to illustration pipeline is the foundation. Use a fine-tuned stable diffusion model to generate consistent character images from parent uploaded.
That's kind of cool. Like, there's a lot of directions you can go with it where like the kid enters the prompt and like, you know, the next chapter gets built, maybe 3 or 4 pages of a storybook. And when they're done the story, they can close the kind of
I'm thinking like have some guardrails, like what reading, like how old is the kid? Like depending on that, it makes the reading level on the and the illustrations, and then like obviously their face and all that, like a couple of photos, and then like what, like 3 questions about like what they like, what they don't like, and like something else, and then it goes and generates. And maybe we could just stick to a certain type of like a comic book theme or like a kid's book theme. Like, it doesn't have to be too broad where like we go into 3D rendering and all that, and then it just eats up a lot of tokens. It's more like nighttime reading. Like every night it generates one, and then like just to put the baby to sleep.
I like the domain of this because like it's like instead of consuming as a kid, you're creating. And so
I do like that. I do like the creativity angle, and they can grow up with it as well. You know, they're like at first the kid like at first the parents are doing it for them, and then the kids start interacting with it themselves.
And I can see like the kid being like creating a story and then sharing it with his parents or friends. Like There could even be like a classroom competition of who makes the most interesting story.
What do you think?
I think we build this.
Yeah, let's go. Let's build this. We've
All
seen
right.
enough. Okay. I don't know if you're gonna get access to it. What I'll do is I'll just take a screenshot of this.
Yeah.
Using DoShot, obviously. Remember
Oh, you're using
DoShot?
DoShot.
I am actually using DoShot.
Let me share my screen here.
Yeah.
So what is the name of that thing?
It's called Adventures of ... Like Adventures of blah. Like,
Nice. Okay. We'll call it Adventures of. Or why don't we rename it like Adventure Creator or
your own adventure, or like be the hero or something like that.
yeah, Hero Maker.
Hero Maker. I like that. Yeah.
All right, let's run with. All right, let's try this out. So I'm going to create a new plan. I'm going to make the AI engineer, backend engineer, front-end engineer. And I'm just going to send this image straight in here. Consider this image of a new project we want to make. The idea is we want to be able to create that generates stories for children. The stories include images and artwork along with a narrative. The catch here is the user enters the prompt, construct the next chapter of the story. The AI will then take the prompt and generate pictures, generate artwork, and narratives around the story. The story will be tailored towards the child's age, so they can read it and distribute it to their friends and family. There will be a small onboarding workflow that will ask the user registering their age, so we can tailor the work accordingly. We will have a create account screen, a form that can be username, password, age. The landing page will be the ability to create a new story, and a user will be tied to that story. They can generate a chapter by giving prompt and waiting for the next set of results to build. The results will be a set of images that contain the story along with the artwork tied stitched together at the end when the story is complete. Stories can be at most, 10 pages long.
Like I'm thinking for like really young kids, right? Like this is like 3 to 8 years old, something like that.
We will limit the age range for 3 to 8 years old. And the start of a new story will ask the user to describe the background setting of the story and provide a title. Then we will proceed to making chapters or making pages, which will be constructed by a user's prompt to help advance the story. Guidance will be given to the user /child to help them develop the story. This will be a creative building and learning opportunity as they develop the story. Yeah, this is really cool because then there'll be some hints and guidance along with artwork, so they see their feedback in real time. Let's keep it simple for now. Okay, so technical specifications. I'll create a new repository. We'll do public repository, Hero Maker. Run this on an EC2 instance with a local SQLite database. So we're going to kind of trim down I remember last time we had a high level of complexity when we were building this out. And actually, before we even try to go into like deployment, let's just run this locally for now. Deployment can just be like a phase 2, which is not too bad. We just kind of ship the product. You want to add anything here?
I'm just thinking like how maybe like do we want to have a explicit prompt to keep the artwork like simple and like very child friendly, not like really advanced 3D rendered shit, like just very simple child crayon drawing.
We can keep it a little bit ambiguous and see what they come up with. We're good to send this out?
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Engineer, back engineer, front engineer. Okay, perfect. And I'm going to create a new design as well. And I'm going to copy this. Consider the post, the comments. Come up with a few designs.
So the first prompt was a new plan prompt, and now this is a new design prompt.
Exactly. So
and it's gone. Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of like kind of like guessing what the design might look like once they come up with something and like iterating for there, I'd love to have like maybe like a few options. present it to me and I can select which one I like.
Okay, got it. And so since the new design is inside that same project, it is already implied that it's connected to that plan you just made, or
Yeah,
you
and
need to manually connect it here, like build AI children's story.
Yeah, it's connected to the same project, but when they're developing the front end, I'm just gonna link the design by copying it over to the chat.
Okay.
So like kind of like how I referenced this thread here, I'm gonna do the same on the opposite side.
Okay. So all the engineers are at work. So we just prompted, the CTO picked it up, the front-end AI, back-end engineer. For those of you wondering what we're using something called the Agent Studio, multi-agent orchestration workflow. You basically connect it to your codecs. Today we're using codecs, but you can connect it to your headless Claude, which might not be around for too long. And then it takes all of that. It takes your coding agent and breaks it down to different agents with memory. And so you can see the agents sort of interacting with each other right now. The front-end AI, back-end engineer, they're each different AI agents working on a different part of the problem that we've given it. Anything you want to add there? SVG artwork where
Nope,
Cloud is
all
good.
They're asking me a question of like, how do you want to generate the images? And I'm like, let's default to like Claude generated SVG illustrations. The designer's going ahead too. My front end has already started a mission. What the heck? I've never seen this before. Damn, front end's already going. We're truly one-shotting it.
So in the plan mode, it basically takes a prompt, breaks it down into like an actual plan, and then has it reviewed by you, so that it's a little more, you get a little more determined output. But today we're just like YOLOing it.
I really like this idea though. I think I've heard this idea fly around with a few people before, where they're kind of like building like AI generated story makers.
I mean, people already use like ChatGPT with their families just to like do this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But imagine if its interface is just a little easier and more child friendly, and it's already going to give you a more safer output for your kid. Then it's just more high trust. And
let's browse some of these plans.
Oh, I like that. That's so nice.
This is kind of like a landing page.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're showing people's stories that they've published.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's kind of cool. Start a story. This is the landing page.
This is already so cool.
I did not expect this. I'm a 5-year-old, so let's. I wish I could click this. 4.9 on the App Store, dude. Like, why does this look so legit? So this is pretty cool. I really like this landing page. I'm gonna say, designer. This is super cool. Also make the UI, make some designs for the UI of when the user is on the app. This is the second page. Oh, dude, that's cool. Oh, it already did what I was asking it to do. Avoid spiders. Dude, I really like this.
Yeah, this is cool.
Make a story, heroes, gift a story, order prints. Dude, why does this seem so legit? Are we just gonna run with this theme, or do you want to see another theme?
This is already really good looking.
Let's see what these guys are up to. Backend works end to end. Odd story created. Claude substress all green. Opening page generated. Bro, what? Oh, here's another one.
Here's a story. Dude, there we go.
This is fucking sick.
There we go.
The whale lifted Amelia gently, the way a kind might cup him off. Bro, this is above my own reading comprehension. So these kids are advanced.
These Gen AI kids.
One sky blue, one sunshine yellow, and Pip, the one-eared rabbit, peeked out from her pocket as if to ask, is this allowed? Dude, this is so awesome. Dude, I love the fact that this is like, you're reading a book on the app, you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna, and then, wait, what did they, so they had the landing page, the creation, and then the reading. Okay, dude, I like all of these. Okay, so I'm gonna basically just be like, copy this as a reference. I'll be like, team, please use the designs in this post to conform and build it out that way. So we have a designer who just made like the most beautiful products. One thing I love is like the designer made like this such a beautiful product, and like I was like, yo, like I want to click into this, like you saw me like clicking in, and I was like, I can't do anything. And now I'm like, now I have my engineering team here who's like actually gonna go and just build it,
Yeah.
So like I'm gonna be able to click into it, and I'm gonna be able to like generate a story. So the really cool thing is, man, even without the plan, they went really hard in just like designing the whole thing, or like building out the entire app. So now I can just like change their course into like building it the way that I'm gonna copy the links to these. I have a newborn, and
yeah,
it'd be really cool one day she can like build a story and then show me what she made. And then I'll have struggle reading this.
I think we need to have a
Then she'll be like,
prompt.
Dad, you don't know anything.
I'm just thinking, should we just like make this a more of a parent app?
I like that idea. I think like parents can be the ones controlling it, but like the kid is the one giving the input. We might not expect like a 5-year-old to go and start writing so much on the keyboard, but the parent can be like talking to the kid, like, hey, what's in your head? Like, tell me what you want to make, and then the parents write it out, and then the kid gets to see like some illustrations of like their ideas, So
Yeah.
it'd be like a collaborative parent child interaction kind of thing where they work together. And dude, we can keep it like so simple. Like we don't even need to make it complex. Like I love like, you just start a story, define it, and then see the result and then share it kind of thing. Like
Maybe the user can have like an input where like, oh yeah, this is too hard or this is too easy. And then it like refreshes the story to make it a little bit more complex or easier based on their input. Some kids like start reading really well really early. Others are, but maybe that's a later feature.
Yeah.
Or like more of an English reading trainer kind of thing where like, oh, I don't understand this. I don't understand this button. And it goes into an illustration of like, oh, this word means this, right?
Dude,
and like,
that's an awesome idea.
Yeah.
Like teach them as they go along kind of
Teach
thing.
them as they go along. So like parents are also happy with their kids using this on an iPad rather than watching TikTok, right?
1,000%. Yeah.
So they're like, okay, at least he's like having fun and still learning and becoming a better reader.
Yeah.
So the Agent Studio, what we've built is essentially like, it's these collection of skills that are really well organized so that you don't have to do the hard work of like picking which skills to use when. It's just like super easy where you can just log in and start creating and the AI will delegate the work to the right agents at the right time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And it's free. So
I'm going to ask the backend. Backend's pretty silent. Dude, this team is hard at work. Dude, I'm just excited to like click around in that design we saw. Like, this is the front end.
Okay. The local host story. Yeah. Okay, let's go. We have something here.
Already, dude. This is the fastest we've ever built something.
I think because we're not doing like, where's the DB held like locally?
Yeah, this is all local. So we did skip a lot of the deployment stuff. But my name is Bibu and my secret password is Bibu because I'm a kid and my username is my password. Nobody steal it, please. And I am 7 years old. Save the password. Dude, this is cool. All right, tell me a story, man.
Title of a book. Okay. Like Bibu the race car driver. Like
I love it.
Like I was fascinated by Formula One and racing cars.
Yeah, I am 7 years old, so this is
where does the story take place? I don't know. Like my nephew's obsessed with like Formula One right now. So like, I am starting at pole position for the Melbourne Grand Prix. Like pole, P-O-L-E, like you're number one in qualification.
Okay, you want to leave like a lot of it up to the AI?
Yeah, let's do it. See what it comes back with.
I just want to see if these guys are done. They're just doing testing. Front end. Oh yeah, front end's just doing testing. Back end's done. Okay. All right. They are making a whole new change here. So okay, let's just keep going. Open the book. Oh dude, check this out.
Yeah.
I love this. Bibu gripped the steering wheel of his shiny red race car. The sun shone bright over Melbourne and the crowd cheered loud happy. Bibu was the first in line at a pole position, ready for the big Grand Prix. What happens next, dude?
I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, so we have to create it. The other team driver is trying to overtake me and we're like battling.
He's at the start of the race, right?
Yeah.
So do we don't have overtaking yet because the race hasn't started.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So should we say like the race?
Think like a 7-year-old. Don't think so logically. Just be like,
the race starts, and cars are zooming.
Yeah, there we go.
Bro, this is the peak of my intelligence. So like, I'm not thinking like a 7-year-old. This is the current me. This is bedtime mode. What's bedtime mode? Is that just
maybe like mode? The dimmer, like a screen dimmer.
Yeah.
But hey, like let's now that we have like this sort of skeleton of the product, I kind of want to go back and make a couple of changes, right? So while they get to create it, I think there should be an element of mystery where they're like, they put in their inputs, they press generate, and then like what happens next, like they should be at the edge of their seats reading this, not like, oh, well, now I wanted to go in this direction or that direction. You know what I mean? Like I would like a full 10-page story to be generated where they maybe like they give like a thumbs up and a thumbs down on every page in terms of what's happening. You know what I mean?
I see what you mean.
As a kid, as a 7-year-old, will I be engaged to like, oh, it's asking for my input again, right? Like, won't I get a little bored? But won't I just want to like consume through it and then basically say I like that or I didn't like that? Maybe like every page it like some, or like at the end of the book it says, yeah, that was great, that wasn't great, and then we save that in terms of like why I didn't like it, why I liked it. I don't know.
I want to continue the story for fun, but I do want to build. So this is start a storybook. Why don't we add a new feature here? Well, look, they shared pictures and everything. Bro, they generated their own story. Different lengths, mobile view. That's cool. This looks great. So there's some child tickets here. If I go here, like they're doing some child ticket stuff. So I want to know what's going on in the child tickets. Great. So I'm going to say this looks great. What's going on with the child tickets in this project? Also, can we add a new feature? So you're saying like the one where you can generate a storybook, 10 pages. We'll do 5 pages based on a description that specifies start to finish. Let's continue on the story. So the big green light flashed go. Bibu zoomed forward as engines roared like friendly thunder. Colorful race cars whooshed past the cheering crowd, zipping around the sunny track. I love that. Bibu's shiny red car stayed right at the front, even though it's not at the front. But so this is cool. Like the AI gave a recommendation on what happened next. What if Bibu zoomed past a tricky, twisty turn next? Who might be racing close behind him? Oh, this is what you were saying earlier.
Let's put a cat on the race course that we have to now swerve around or like something.
A cat shows up on the track.
Do they call you that at home? Do they call you Bibu?
No, yo, this is embarrassing. My mom used to call me Bibu when I was a kid.
I kind of picked that out. Like, wait, Labib, Bibu. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm so curious in the page. Okay, so continue. So we're going to do a generate feature that you're talking about, where basically it's going to just create an entire story. Ooh, request failed. I think it's because they're making code changes. I'm really curious. I actually really want to see the code here. It's 3. What a plot twist.
A fluffy orange cat hopped into the track. I sat down right in the middle, licking its paw, like it was in the cushiest spot in the world. We gently pressed the brake and it with a soft squeak. Hello there, little friend.
Bibu helps the cat off.
Love it. On a Sunday, we're playing with us, like we're pretending to be 7-year-olds.
Oh, yeah.
The joys of AI. This is great.
Oh, cool. So like they're already kind of working on this new thing that you're asking, by the way. Oh, look at this. Page 4. It's getting quicker, to be honest. He scooped up the fluffy orange cat in his arms, gave him a gentle cuddle. How do we close this narrative? I'm not really a good storyteller.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. We need to get the AI to like have the plot twist and everything, and then close it off.
Yo, Bibu gets run over by the other racers. You know that one kid who's just into GTA?
Yeah. Or like the Avengers come and help and help Bibu win. I mean, think like a 7-year-old, right? Like all of a sudden, like he sees something on TV like the Avengers and goes like, okay, fine, the Avengers are going to show up now. Let's go.
I don't know why Bibu's naked. Whoosh, zoom. The other race cars zip past in a blur of bright colors and happy honks. But Bibu didn't mind when he carefully set the fluffy orange cat down. You're safe now. Okay. The Avengers see Bibu's act of kindness and teleport him with his car to the finish line.
That's too prescriptive. Let's just say like the Avengers show up and help Bibu win. Like I'm at the edge of my seat, man. This is
no. We lost it.
No, AI's failed us.
Turn it on.
This is such a 7-year-old prop.
I was like,
you're literally a 7-year-old. Like, turn it on, turn it back on.
All right, we're back. Yo, it got the Avengers.
Okay.
Just then, a swoosh filled the sky. Iron Man flew down with a friendly wave, and Oh yeah, you're right. Captain America gave Bibu a big thumbs up. Hop back in, Bibu will cheer you on. Bibu grinned, jumped into his shiny red car, and zoomed back on track like a superhero himself. Okay, we're back. But where is the... Okay, so make a story. I wanted to see where art style, page 1. I wanted to see where it generates the entire story. Where is the feature? And also, when we're building out a story, can the AI suggest 2 to 3 options of where to go next in the story alongside an input box as the fourth option. I want to see the feature of distributing this.
Share with mom, share with dad.
And also like a reader view where I can just like flip through the pages without like this prompt stuff. Oh, dude, look at
I
this.
think that gets saved. Okay, zoom. Iron Man flew up behind Bebo and gave the shiny red car a magical glowing boost. The car sparkled with golden light as it zipped faster than ever, whooshing past every other racer. Bieber crossed the finish line first, and the crowd erupted with cheers and confetti.
Nice. Let's finish here. So that's all cool. Look at this. Stories on it. Read. Turn page. Nice.
Yeah, this is now saved.
There's Podium holding a big, shiny golden trophy. Iron Man and Captain America clapped, and the fluffy orange cat purred happily. Nice, the cat's still around.
Nice.
Confetti rage around the... You just smell
I love it. This is great. Like, imagine just plugging in a better image model, like a Gemini image model,
Yeah.
and then just having it a lot more visually appealing. But like, it's still like, this is still a story you could tell a 7-year-old before bedtime.
I want to check something. So I want to create, Bibu 2. I want to see what it does for like a 3-year-old.
Sharing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right.
Start a new book. How does a 3-year-old...
My dog, I don't know. Like something super simple.
Walk dog.
Yeah.
I don't know. Walk dog. Stories use words 3-year-olds love. That's kind of cool. Like, I mean, I don't know what a 3-year-old does, but like...
Is it using any API tokens or is it using the headless stuff to do all this right now?
It's using the headless stuff. It is using our subscription. Sunny day. Time to walk the puppy. His tail wags happy and his ears flop. Let's go outside together. A narrate feature would be awesome because I don't know if a 3-year-old can do that much reading.
Can read that, yeah.
Another dog. Wait, where's the suggestions? I was promised suggestions by these guys.
It is still building it.
400. That's just the back end. I think the front end engineer he's still working on it. There's so many directions you can go with this.
Let's talk GTM for this, right? Like I'm thinking find like 5 mom or dad influencers on TikTok and like give them an affiliate link for this.
Yeah.
And then basically create a community of like, I don't know, 20, 30 active users and just get on calls with them and like ask them like, hey, like what do you like about it? What would you like about it? And they'll give you the ideas. They'll say, hey, like I actually like the fact that the kid can create, or like I'd like it to be pre-created, and then just tailor the product and then mass market it.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is also like you could eventually build like a model that kind of serves this thing and then this hosted locally, or like it doesn't have to be GPT-5. It could be like could be like a GPT-4 or mini.
Yeah.
That and then maybe like a more advanced image model. And so you can bake the cost into a $25 subscription, and maybe people with multiple kids get like a discount on each kid, and then make the cost work in that way.
If we're using Claude, we use Haiku.
Yeah,
super
because we're literally writing haikus,
and then work on a more sophisticated artwork,
or maybe like pre-style it. You know how the style things were like ink and wash and crayons, and like have like 4 or 5 style guides so that it can work accordingly.
You want to test a boundary. Let's say the dog dies. I want to see like are there any guardrails, right? I want to say someone comes in with a knife and hurts the dog. And I want to see if because this could obviously be a very bad outcome if they allow something like that. I mean, obviously, like if it does allow that, we create guardrails around it, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just curious off the bat.
The puppies want to play a happy game instead. Oh yeah, see, it did. The puppies want to play a happy game instead. They run in a circle and chase a bouncy red ball with their tails wagging in the warm sunshine.
Okay,
just ignores the suggestion and go like, nope, nope, that's no one's gonna come in with a knife. You're gonna play with a balloon.
I said the knife. The guy came with the knife, and a mask. Please include that. I'm just going a little dark here. You know what's interesting though is I think the reason it's not allowing it is because the initial prompt we baked into the generator here. So this is the AI prompt here. You are a warm, encouraging children's storybook author and illustrator. Write for a X 5-year-old or year-old child. You're writing a complete 5-page storybook from start to finish. The title, art style, theme, your job, write all 5 pages. Well, this is the generator. Hold on. 2 to 4 short sentences advancing a story based on the child's idea. Use vocabulary. Keep the tone warm, gentle, age appropriate, and avoid scare. Oh, there we go, right here. Violent or upsetting content. So it is guardrailed.
Jingle, a kind helper in the son of basket of treats. No knife, no knife anywhere in sight.
Yeah. Damn, could not jailbreak this prompt.
All right, what's next? We've essentially built a storyteller app. This could be rewritten in Swift for an iPad or Android phone. And then are there any features that we're waiting on right now?
Yeah, the only feature we're waiting on is like the generate one. The backend has wired up the generate feature for the pages. So I'm just curious to see, they give you like options now. So like, I want to see that feature. I just think they didn't wire it up yet, actually. Oh, dude, look, finish books here. This whole read it thing needs to be updated a little bit. Oh, cool. Yo, here's your options that you were talking about.
See, this is more like an RPG game, right? Where like you have those choices of things. It's a little bit easier, or you can be creative and like type in your own like Avengers prompt. So what happens on page 2? Like even the mom or dad could read it. Like, hey, do you want this? Do you want this? Or do you want this?
Yeah.
And then the kid picks, hey, I want the middle one, right? I want to see what happens then. This is a real app. I think this would be fun to like actually try on kids and parents and see what they think.
I have a lot of young cousins that would love to. They're all the way from elementary to middle school to high school. So for the ones that are in elementary school, I'd love to like give them this and see if they're actually having fun with it.
Do we put this up on GitHub? How do we want to do this next?
Yeah, let's definitely put this up on GitHub. I'm trying to see the surprise me feature. I don't know where that is. Oh, the front end actually flagged it. Surprise me feature is missing. Dude, this I love about our agents is like they'll catch this stuff without me having, like, obviously like we're really involved in this development right now, but if you ever step away and come back, like they've already have caught the stuff that you probably were going to catch anyway. I think it's hero-maker or hero maker. Oh, here it is. I'm going to ask them to please commit these changes to hero maker GitHub. Make a super nice README with images as an example. I'm going to stop the QA. Front end is still working. This is cool. I really like this suggestion idea.
Yeah. Whereas this is more like, it's a little bit like playing a game where you're just like pressing a button and then seeing what happens.
And you're like reading and like, you know, you're still applying your creativity.
I mean, that's why we were so hooked to these like games like, I don't know, like Pokemon.
It felt like a fluffy pink pillow under you. It might be like we step into the multiverse and we enter a new universe.
This sounds like Courage the Cowardly Dog. I wish we could make it like a little bit faster. I think the API calls are slowing the thing down a little bit.
Yeah, I think
or maybe just have like a pretty waiting screen where like, hey, your story's coming up, right?
Yeah, exactly. True. Like maybe, dude, almost 6,000 lines of code here.
We wrote that in what, like an hour? Not even.
Yeah. Crazy. Oh, dude, look, a swirly rainbow door opened in the sugar sky toward. You stepped through it and whoosh, landed in a brand new world. This one had green grass, tall trees, and a cozy little town with smiling, waving hello. Everything felt warm and friendly, like a big welcome hug. That's cool. I'll just finish here. Okay, so I merged the changes on GitHub. You have like this catalog of books, like kind of like Kindle style, you know?
Yeah, you can go back to it. Like as your reading level increases, it'll be fun to like, when you're 5 years old, you go back to the stuff you wrote when you were 3. Yeah. It's kind of like looking through your drawing books of when you were younger.
Yeah, exactly. Also, like, you know, what'd be really cool is like being able to publish this, not like for selling, but like for your own, like, you know, if your kid made this
social media, like the parents shared to the social media, or
like I'm saying, like get like
share to friends feature,
copy. Like
hard copy. Yeah, maybe that's a paid feature where you like order one, and then they print it and bind it, and they send it to you, and it's like a $30.
And in the cozy little town, you find a warm bed waiting just for you. You stand on a soft blanket, smile, thinking of marshmallow hills and sugar stars. That's cool. This is like Inception. It's like, was this reality or was the other world reality? Like, the only limitation is like API usage.
Yeah, AI tokens. Yeah,
there are free models. Like, I wonder how Gemma 4. Like, we had Opus create everything, but I wonder how like a free model like Gemma 4 could do for making the story. Like, that's
is
free,
Gemma
right?
4 completely free? Like
it's completely
free forever.
Free. It just needs a good. I mean, it can run. There's different size Gemma 4 models. Like the 31 billion parameter model can run on like a 32 gigabyte machine. The idea is basically like we use Gemma 4 for the story writing because this is not a complex story to write, right? Obviously, we don't need Opus to do any of this other than just the fact that it made it is great, good enough.
Yeah.
we use Gemma 4 for story writing, and then we use like a pre-trained image model to generate the story. The image. And then I think you have a fully end-to-end free solution.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
concurrency is going to be an issue if you have a lot of people using the system. Like, are you going to scale to handle that load? That's a separate problem, but
I think this is a good MVP where you can get your first 100 users, get the feedback, polish it, and then kind of think about your AI strategy of like, how are we going to handle the tokens? How are we going to, and then basically if you've already got, let's say 50 paying customers, you can take that cost and build an AI infrastructure. I don't know, like
around AI for scaling.
Like buy a server and host your model that can generate just like this very narrow scope of story creation.
I'm wondering what's different here. This is 9,000 lines of code. I think there might be some duplicates.
Might have a git merge issue, like with different accounts.
Yeah, I think the front end is doing some things, and then it might have been the first. That was PR number 1, so it might have been the one before the design. Why is there skin tone? I guess
maybe we personalize it. Maybe we a cool feature would be like in the beginning when you're inputting your kids, you take a photo of them, and then like there's no skin tone. Like, you know, it creates a character where the kids will look at it and be able to relate to it more, right? That's
yeah.
And really then maybe also like add a diversity quota where like certain characters of certain races gonna pop up out of nowhere, and then another person's gonna pop up in a wheelchair. Sorry, I'm so gonna get canceled for this.
Yeah, you know what's really cool is like the 1, 2, 3, 4, the live preview here. They really replicated this like 1-to-1, and then even on the left here where it's like make a story in your library, they did that correctly. And then one thing that was cool is they have this here like 7 out of 10 stories. If you need more, you upgrade.
Nice. Yeah, that's an easy way to
go to market kind
monetize.
of thing.
Yeah.
And then if we look at I look over here, kind of close enough, you know. I mean, this is, what's going on here? Oh, this is the narration. Order a hardcover. I never saw that. Make a sequel. Share with grandma. Your grandma's just getting emails.
But it's just like it's so cool, right? This is the version of like your kid comes up to you, "Hey, mom, I drew this," and then you're like, "Oh, that's very nice, sweetie." Like, let me get back to work. I'm digging this. This is probably my favorite thing we've built so far. Like,
this is so fun. It brought the inner child out of me.
So we built a product with about 6,000 lines of code, so the kids can have fun with it. Kids and parents can have fun with it. The code's up on GitHub. Download it, play with it, modify it. Let us know if you want to build something with it. Any closing thoughts from you, Labib?
Honestly, not too much. I think anyone who's passionate about the subject, like, please take it, get it live. Try out Agent Studio, use it to build. We have a Discord channel for users in the Agent Studio. Give us feedback if things are not working.
Cool. And that's the episode. See you guys next week.
See you guys.